Today we are diving deep into the development story of Red Dead Revolver, Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. We'll uncover how these games came to be, the challenges the developers faced, and some fascinating facts along the way. So make sure to stick around until the end. Also, a quick request. Videos like these don't always get many views, so please hit that like button so that the video gets recommended to more people. The first game in the series, Red Dead Revolver, was developed by Angel Studios, which most people don't know had worked on 3D for movies and music videos. They were behind some famous films and music videos, winning awards in the process. But their journey in gaming began with demos, one of which impressed Nintendo and led them to focus more on game development. In 1999, their team worked on a port of Capcom's Resident Evil 2 for the Nintendo 64, which was a technological marvel. Impressed by their work, Capcom asked them to create a new IP, which they named SOAR. Concept was that players would control a tactical team with members who had unique abilities. However, the concept phase was full of changes, and after watching the Hollywood movie Blind Man, Capcom's Yoshiki Okamoto decided to transform it into a Western-themed game. They eventually renamed it Red Dead Revolver, set in a sun-baked Western desert filled with cactus trees and more. Capcom even added fantasy elements, but the development didn't go smoothly. There were issues with cultural differences, work ethics, and constant changes to the game's vision. In 2002, Capcom cancelled the game's development. Angel Studios, led by founder Diego Anschel, realized they needed money to keep their studio afloat. At the time, Rockstar Games was working on the Midnight Club and Smuggler's Run series. With success stories like GTA 3 and Vice City, Rockstar offered them creative freedom, and in November 2002, Red Dead Revolver was revived, this time as a bounty hunting game. Red Dead Revolver's success proved to Rockstar that the game could be a profitable franchise, leading them to develop Red Dead Redemption, RDR. Rockstar wanted to create a Western game with a massive open world similar to GTA. They worked on new innovations for missions and storylines, and by 2006, development officially kicked off. The game's script was 1,500 pages long, inspired by iconic Western movies like The Wild Bunch, High Plains Drifter, and Unforgiven. The team also drew inspiration from action-packed movies like Heat. To ensure authenticity, the team took field trips to actual locations, studying the terrain to create a believable game world. Unlike GTA 4, Rockstar chose to keep RDR's world more open and sparse, allowing players to immerse themselves in the ecosystem and hunt over 40 different animals. The game featured over 450 characters, and the voice actors were kept in the dark about which game they were working on. John Marston, the main character, was voiced by Rob Witoff, who portrayed a morally grey figure, neither a hero nor a villain. Despite the innovation, development was grueling. Rockstar invested a budget of $80 to $100 million into the game, making it one of the most expensive games at the time. However, the development process was far from smooth. Developers worked 6 days a week, 12-hour days, with low salaries compared to the industry standard. In 2010, some wives of San Diego employees spoke out about the poor working conditions, but Rockstar denied the claims. Despite the challenges, Red Dead Redemption's release on April 27, 2010 in the US and globally on April 30 was a massive hit. The game sold over 5 million copies in its first week and eventually hit 23 million copies sold. It marked the beginning of a new, profitable franchise for Rockstar. A few years later, Rockstar began working on Red Dead Redemption 2. The development was even more ambitious, with more than 300 animations and over 500 animals to make the world feel alive and real. The gang of characters in the game was central to the experience, with players able to interact with them in various ways, from singing songs to playing the guitar. The first teaser for RDR2 was released in October 2016, and the game was finally released in October 2018. Despite several delays, the game became one of the greatest video games of all time, grossing $25 billion in revenue within a few days of its release. It has sold over 57 million copies and remains a cornerstone in Rockstar's lineup of games. Red Dead Redemption's success is undeniable. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick compared the longevity of the franchise to that of James Bond movies. Just like GTA, RDR is here to stay, and fans can expect more in the future. So that's the fascinating journey of the Red Dead series. From a cancelled game to one of the most successful franchises in gaming history, Red Dead has come a long way. What are your thoughts on the series? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more behind the scenes stories like this one. Thanks for watching.